Hello students, let's do Brahmanadan. Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Swasth. Good morning students, welcome back to class again. Today we are going to discuss about plant cell and animal cell. In previous classes we have discussed about the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. What is the basic difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell? Please recall, yes, prokaryotic cells are those which are having the nucleus which is incipient or not mature nucleus, okay. But in eukaryotic cell we have a definite nucleus and we have many cell organelles, but in prokaryotic cell the cell organelles are absent, okay. These are the basics theory about the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Today we are going to discuss about the main points to differentiate between the plant cell and animal cell, okay. Today let's start with your animal cell and plant cell, okay. Animal cell and plant cell. Okay, what are the basic difference we will discuss first. First discuss about the cellular structure, okay. Here in animal cell, cell wall is absent. Here in animal cell, cell wall is absent, which is absent, and here cell wall is present, okay, which is very thick and non-flexible, very thick and non-flexible, okay. Usually animal cell don't have any cell wall, but plant cell have the cell wall like structure which usually maintains the shape in plant cell and protect it from the other external environment, okay. The next point is your here plasma membrane is present. Plasma membrane is present, which is semi-permeable, okay, which is semi-permeable, okay. What do you mean by semi-permeable? Semi-permeable is that in which they selectively transport some essential minerals or water to the inside the cell, okay. Semi-permeable means selectively permeable, okay. Here also plasma membrane is also semi-permeable type. Plasma membrane is, we can call it as cell membrane, okay. Plasma membrane or cell membrane, it is also semi-permeable, okay. Then next point is your animal cell don't have, animal cell they have smaller vacuoles, okay. They have smaller vacuoles, but plant cell have larger vacuoles, okay. Plant cell have larger vacuoles, okay. What is the main function of the vacuole? Okay, main function of the vacuole is that vacuoles mainly stores water, maintains equilibrium, okay. Okay, suppose this is your animal cell, okay. This is your your plasma membrane. Okay, here cell wall is absent, but here this is your plant cell, this is cell wall, and this is plasma membrane, which is having a larger vacuole. Okay, you can see a larger vacuole is present there. A larger vacuole is present. Here the vacuoles are smaller. Okay, in plants they usually stores water and maintains equilibrium condition inside the vacuole. Okay, due to the presence of vacuole, the plant cell having the nucleus, which is present or which is pushed towards side of plasma membrane. Okay. In plant cell, the nucleus is pushed towards the side of a plasma membrane. Why? Because due to the presence of the vacuole, the nucleus is pushed to the periphery or to the corner of the plasma membrane. Okay, this is your nucleus. But in case of animal cell, nucleus is present in the center. Nucleus is present in the nucleus. Why? Why is nucleus present in the center? Because there are presence of only smaller vacuoles in the animal cell. That's why here nucleus is present. Nucleus is present in center. Nucleus is present in center. Okay, because here you can see the absence of larger vacuoles. Okay, these are the main points. Note down these points, then we will discuss other points. Okay, notice one point is there. They have the smaller vacuoles. Okay, plant cell have smaller vacuoles which are many in number, not one. Okay, but in plant cell they have a large vacuole which is present at the center. But in animal cell they have large number of vacuoles. Note it down again. There are many vacuoles, but here only one vacuole is present in plant cell. Okay, note on these points. Okay, next point is your plastids. Plastids, what do you know by plastid? Plastids are color pigments. Colored pigments are absent. Okay, but in plant cell you can see different types of colored pigments. That's why they are green, yellow to red in color. Okay, plant cell they have presence of plastids. Presence of chloroplast. It may be chloroplast, which is usually green in color. Okay, chloroplast is green in color. In which process chloroplast helps? In the process of photosynthesis, the chloroplast pigment it is used. Okay, next is your chromoplast. Chloroplast, then chromoplast. Chromoplast is your colored pigments. Okay. It can show yellow to red colors. Chromoplast usually they are colored pigments which are having a color yellow to orange to red. Okay. They show variety of colors. Another pigment is there, that is your leucoplast. Which do not show any color. Don't show any color. Okay, then what is the function of leucoplast? In leucoplast, there is storage of starch and oils. Okay. Mainly three types of plastids or colored pigments are present in plant cell. These are chloroplast, which are green in color, which helps in photosynthesis. Okay. Then chromoplast, which are having a color pigments ranges from yellow to red, and leucoplasts which don't have any color, usually they have the function to storage the starch and oils. Okay, but here in animal cell the plastids are absent. Okay, then next one is your reserve food material. Reserve food material. Reserve food material. In animal cell, reserve food material is your glycogen. Okay. In animal cell, it is glycogen, and in plant cell, it is reserve food material is your starch. Okay, which is a both of the glycogen and starch are the polysaccharides of glucose. Polysaccharides of glucose. Okay. Both glycogen and starch are the polysaccharides of glucose. The next one is your animal cells are very small. Okay. Animal cells are very small. The size of the animal cells ranges from within 100 micrometer. Okay. But in plant cell you can see larger cells. Larger cells are present. The size of plant cell is above 100 micrometer. Above 100 micrometer. Okay. These are the basic differences. Then we will add some additional points to that. Okay. Note down these points. Then we will discuss about some additional points. One more point is there, that is your mitochondria. Okay. Mitochondria there are presence of more in number. Okay, but here mitochondria less in number. Okay, why there is the difference between the presence of mitochondria in plant and animal cell? We have the less number of mitochondrial cells but large number of mitochondria in animal cells. Okay, you know mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but mitochondria is the powerhouse of cell. Why it is called as your powerhouse of the cell? Because the energy from which we are getting the energy from ATP. Okay, ATP is stored in the mitochondria. That's why it is known as your powerhouse of the cell. Okay, here mitochondria storage of ATP. ATP is the unit of energy. Okay, that's why we have large number of mitochondria in animal cell. Why they need more ATP? Because animal cells having the more metabolic activity. Okay, they move and require more energy as compared to the plant cell. Plant cells do not move and require less energy. Okay, that's why the animal cell having the more number of mitochondrial cells. Okay, note down these points. We will discuss the additional points. Let us discuss about some additional point in between plant cell and animal cell. First point is your animal cell. In animal cell you have plate like cristae is present. Okay, but in plant cell tube like cristae is present. Okay, Let us draw the diagram of mitochondria, then you can know about the Christie structure. Okay, suppose this is your bacteria. This is your mitochondria. Okay, these are plate-like Christie. Okay, this is the structure of your mitochondria. This is known as your outer membrane. Okay, then this is your inner membrane. Okay, these finger-like projections are known as your Christie. Finger-like projection. Okay, here you can see the shape of the Christie is usually plate-like. Okay, these are the finger-like structures or finger-like projections which are present in the inner membrane, and inside your inner membrane there is presence of your matrix. Okay, but in case of plant cell, usually these Christie are tube-like structure. Okay, here you can see the inner membrane or Christie is tube-like in structure. Okay, these are tube-like Christie. Okay, this is the basic difference between the mitochondrial structure. Then next point is your that is presence of intermediate fibers. Okay, presence of intermediate fibers. What is the main function of intermediate fibers? They usually helps in division and movement. As you know, the plant cell usually move. Okay, that's why they have function in division and movement. Okay, as you know, the plant cell do not move. That's why they will not require any intermediate fibers. They don't require any. There is no absence of intermediate fibers. Okay, why intermediate fibers are absent? Because plant cells do not move. Okay, that's why they do not require intermediate fibers. The next point is your here you can see the crystals are absent, but here crystals are present. Okay, in which the crystals is present? It is present inside your vacuole. Okay, here your crystals are present. Okay, crystals are present in vacuole. Okay, in vacuole it is known as your crystal idioblast. Okay, what is that term? Crystal idioblast. IDIOBLAST. Okay, what is the main function of crystal idioblast? They mainly helps in storage of calcium and defense against grazing animals. Okay, crystals which are present in the vacuoles, which is known as your crystal idioblast, mainly helps in storage of calcium and also defense against grazing animals. We can say crystal also called as calcium oxalate. Okay, crystals are also called as your calcium oxalate. Okay, note down these points, then we will discuss another few more points. Okay, here you can see the last point of the plant cell. The crystals are composed of calcium oxalate. Okay, one point is that defense against grazing animals. Okay, What is grazing animal? Grazing animals are those which usually eat grasses. You all know about the goat, the cow, which usually eat grasses. That's because the presence of the calcium oxalate, the grazing animals are unable to eat that part of the plant. Okay, that's why it is protected against the grazing animals. Okay, grazing animals will not eat that plant cell. Okay, okay, note down these points. Okay, next one is your contractile vacuole. Okay, contractile vacuoles are present in some animals like hydra, sponges, aquatic protozoans, okay, these are some specific organisms like hydra, sponges and aquatic protozoans. You can see the contractile vacuoles. What is the function of contractile vacuoles? Usually contractile vacuoles helps in the or it usually collects extra fluid from protoplasm. Extra fluid from protoplasm. Okay, that's why the animal cell do not burst in aquatic condition. Okay, but plant cell they do not have any contractile vacuole. Okay, that is here you can see the absence of contractile vacuole. Okay, next point is your animal cell can change shape and move. Okay, but here it is totally absent. Here it is totally absent. Absence of any movement. Okay. As we have discussed previously. Okay. That's why as they are moving, they are requiring more energy. That's why there is presence of more mitochondria. Okay. Here these cells are incapable of synthesizing all amino acids and enzymes. But plant cell having the ability to synthesize all the amino acids and enzymes. Plant cell having the ability to synthesize all the amino acids and enzymes. Okay. Then next one is your glyoxysome. Okay. Next point. Glyoxysome is absent in case of animal cell. Glyoxysome is absent. Okay. Glyoxysome is absent in animal cell, but in plant cell, glyoxysome is present. Glyoxysome is present. What is glyoxysome? Glyoxysome is a one type of peroxisome. Okay, specialized peroxisome structure. What is the function of this glyoxysome in plant cell? The glyoxysome it usually stores or the fat. Okay. The main function of the glycosome, it stores the fat. You can see the fat storage in seed structure, in seeds of the plant. Okay. So glycosome is absent in animal cell and it is present in plant cell. What is that glycosome? Glycosome is a one type of peroxisome which stores the fat. Okay. In which fat is present? In oil seeds. Okay. Different types of oil seeds which are having the glycosome. Okay. These are the basic differences. Then note down these points. Okay. Next point is your metaphase with plate having a aster at each pole, but in plant cell there is absence of aster at each pole. Okay. In which stage you can see the aster? During cell division you can see the aster formation. Okay. During the cell division. Okay. Suppose this is your cell and this is your metaphasic plate. Okay. Thus when cells will divide, plant cell will have, okay, plant cell will have aster. Animal cell will have aster, but plant cell we have no aster. Okay, these are the asters and these are called as your spindle. Okay, you can see the aster formation during cell division process. This is the aster and this is the spindle which is present in animal cell, not in plant cell. Okay, next one is your, there is occurrence of cytokinesis by cell harrowing method. But here in plant cell, cytokinesis occur by cell plate method. Okay. In plant cell you can see the cytokinesis which occur in cell harrowing method, but in animal cell it occurs in cell plate method. Okay. What do you mean by cytokinesis? Usually there are two methods. One is your cytokinesis and another is your karyokinesis. Okay. One is your cytokinesis, that is division of cell, and karyokinesis, that is division of nucleus. Okay. Okay, there are two types of division. One is your cytokinesis and karyokinesis. Cytokinesis is division of cell and karyokinesis is your division of nucleus. Suppose this is your one of your animal cell. Okay, there is division of the cell by formation of a harrowing. Okay, this is known as your harrowing structure. Okay, here this cell is pushing inward. Okay, that is known as your harrowing. Then it will develop two new cells. Okay, here the division will occur, then it will produce two new cells. Like that, in plant cell you have, suppose this is your plant cell, then there is formation of a cell plate in between two cell, or when the division will occur, then there is formation of a cell plate, or otherwise it is known as a phragmoplast. Cell plate or phragmoplast. Okay, if we take a plant cell, then there will cell division occurs, then there is formation of a cell plate. That cell plate is known as your phragmoplast and it will produce two new plant cells. Okay, then note down these points. We will discuss the last point. Last point is your cell burst. Last point is your cell burst. If we put the cell in hypotonic solution. Okay, but here the plant cell will not burst. Cell will not burst if we put the cell in hypotonic solution. Okay, what is a hypotonic solution? What do you mean by hypotonic solution? Okay, as you know, all you know, solution is a mixture of solute and solvent. We know all that solution is a mixture of solute plus solvent. Okay, if we add sugars to water, then it will be your solution. Here sugar will be your solute. Here suppose sugar will be your solute and water will be your solvent. Okay, that will mix and form a solution. Like that, you have three types of solution. One is your hypotonic solution, one is your hypertonic solution, and one is your isotonic solution. Okay, solution may be of three types. One is your hypotonic solution, another one is your hypertonic solution, and last one is your isotonic solution. Okay, in hypotonic solution you have less solute plus more solvent. Less solute plus more solvent. But in case of hypertonic, it is opposite. That is, solute is more, but solvent is less. Okay, but in isotonic solution, both solute and solvent are present mutually. Okay, solvent plus solute are present in equal amount. Okay, as we said that cell burst if we put the cell in hypotonic solution. Okay, if we put an animal cell in a hypotonic solution, then that cell will be burst. Okay, see how it is occurs. If we draw a diagram and explain that, suppose this is your cell. Okay, in hypotonic solution you see that is less solute and solvent is more. Okay, suppose this is your cell and this is the protoplasm. Okay, here less solute will be present. Okay, then solvent will move inside to the cell. Okay, solvent will move inside to the cell. Why the solvent will move to the inside of the cell? Because there will be have less solute. Okay, when the solvent will flow to the cell, the animal cell will start to burst. Why they will burst? Because animal cell don't have cell wall. Cell wall is absent. In case of cell wall is absent, in animal cell. That's why when solvent will start to flow inside the cell, the cell will burst. But as you know, the plant cell are having the cell wall. Okay, plant cell having the cell wall. Okay, which is very rigid. Okay, that's why when the solvent will flow inside the cell, they will not burst. Okay, that is the main basic difference. That's why the animal cell will burst in hypotonic condition. Okay, note down these points and draw this diagram. Okay, we have completed the basics between the plant cell and animal cell. Hope you all have understood the basic differences between the plant cell and animal cell. Now you can able to identify which is your plant cell and which is your animal cell. Okay, let us discuss or recall the main points which we have discussed. Okay, main points is that there is absence of cell wall in animal cell and presence of cell wall, which is the basic or the first important point. Next is your presence of more mitochondria in animal cells. Why more mitochondria is present? Because they require more energy. Why they require more energy? Because they are doing the more metabolic activity. They are moving, but plant cells are not moving. That's why they require, or there is presence of more mitochondria in the animal cell, which is the basic difference. Okay. Then absence of plastids in case of animal cell, but plant cell having the plastids. Why plant cell having the plastids? Because plant cells are autotrophic. They prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis in presence of sunlight. Okay, that's why plastids, that is colored pigments, your chloroplast, chromoplast are present in the plant cell. Okay, here it is absent in animal cell. And another one important point is that glycogen is the storage food of animal cell and starch is the storage food of plant cell. Okay, these are the basic ideas. Okay, it may come as your long question in the exam. Okay, prepare well this question. Okay, then till then see you in next class. Thank you.